this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. So, black men are really making their voices heard on the political scene these days, and there are many black men, especially on YouTube, who say that they are going to vote for Donald Trump. So I entitled this video, Black Men for Trump, Stand Tall and Own It. Stand up and own your stuff. You're going to vote for Trump because you believe he's the best for black Americans. Now, we know we're not going to get any reparations under Trump, but it will make a statement. It will make a statement if black men in large numbers vote for Donald Trump. And this is from Al Jazeera. In 2016, Trump received 8% of the black vote according to the exit polls, the highest level of support by black voters for any Republican since George Bush in 2000. By the 2020 U.S. presidential election, support for Trump among black voters had surged to 12%. Wow. And while current opinion polls vary, a recent survey from Gen Forward shows that if the elections were held today, 17% of black voters would vote for Donald Trump, while 20% said they would vote for someone other than Trump or Biden. And this was in March of 2024 when this was written. These numbers could spell trouble for Democrats in November's presidential election, especially in swing states. Now that tells you everything you need to know about why the Democratic Party heads insisted on Joe Biden stepping down. And it made it look like, they tried to make it look like it was going to be his decision. But if they know they're going to lose 37% of the black vote, the people who've already said they're not going to vote for Biden, and it's going to be at least another 3 or 4% who jump ship, they know they're in serious trouble. There's no way they're going to win. So now that gives us a clearer picture about why they insisted he step down, because black Americans are the Democratic Party's most loyal voting bloc. It's not Hispanics, it's not white women, it's not the working class, it's black people. So that's why they made that call. So here's what the chart looked like when Donald Trump ran against Hillary Clinton. 34% of white men voted for Hillary Clinton and 63% of white men voted for Trump. 37% of white women voted for Clinton, 53% voted for Trump. 80% of black men voted for Clinton and 13% voted for Trump. 94% of black women voted for Clinton and 6% voted for Trump. Now that is what it looked like in 2016. It might have been slightly better in 2020. But now black men have a real chance to make their voices heard. The majority of black men are going to vote for Kamala Harris. I think we need to accept that. The majority will. But the other group, the disgruntled black men, will be able to make a voice, and it really might make a difference. Now, I was taught that they're both the same, the Republicans and the Democrats. You just have to make a choice. And you do have to listen to what they're saying. If one is saying something drastically different from the other, and it's really going to help black people as a whole, then yes, that's who the black community should go with. But if it's a distinction without a difference, then I don't see the difference. So I want y'all to listen to what some black people are saying about black men voting for Donald Trump.
Donald Trump and Joe Biden, I look at the fact that Donald Trump signed 13 federal death executions while he was president. More than half of them was signed after Joe Biden won the election. Think about that now. Biden gets elected in November, sworn in January. Between that time, Donald Trump executes half of those 13 people. 5 of them were black men, and 2 of those black men were presumed innocent, and their attorneys had introduced a stay of execution to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court turned them down, and Donald Trump executed those brothers. So when I hear black men say, I'm voting for Donald Trump because he's going to bring more money and economic vitality into the black community, I say, what about the fact that he's out here killing black folks, you understand, without no remorse at all? So you got to look at that. You also got to look at the fact that Donald Trump wants to give police 100% immunity.
That's right.
Wait a minute. Look how they killing us now.
Right.
So now you're telling me anything the police do in their line of duty, they cannot be held accountable for making bad mistakes and bad decisions, and you want to put that back in office? That's thirsty black men worry more about money than the lives of their people.
What do you think about
that we're going to give immunity to police so they can do their job? I'm giving federal immunity to police officers so they can do their job.
Nobody pisses me off more than black people, specifically black men, because you niggas do not have a problem with anybody being mixed until it's the president. You laying right next to that mixed bitch. You're literally laying next to the mixed bitch with the white mother that smoke crack, and you worried about first of all, she ain't even mixed with white. She's mixed with Indian. The bitch you lay next to every single night has a white mama, and you love her. You would go to war for her, but you can't have a mixed president. Now all of a sudden it's all skin folk ain't kinfolk. The skin folk right next to you, the bitch you lay next to is not kinfolk. What? I hate y'all. I really hate y'all because I ain't never seen this many black men complaining about whether somebody's fully black. That's not a black man thing to complain about. If we're being completely honest, that's a black woman thing. Come on. Be for real. You niggas do not care. Y'all just want to vote for Trump. And that's okay. Just say, I want to vote for Trump. Say it with your chest, boo. But don't blame it on her being black or mixed or whatever. Don't. Because now I'm pissed off.
So the black men for Trump are expecting to get some long-term benefit from not voting for the Democrats to make the Democrats see just how important their vote is. My question is, and I'm eager to see how many black men actually vote for Donald Trump and how much difference it's going to make in the election. Because for all of this pushback of Kamala Harris on social media, she does have black male support. 45,000 black men joined call to raise $1.3 million for Kamala Harris' campaign. Now, black women the Sunday before had gotten on a Zoom call, and raised $1.5 million. Then that Monday, black men, not to be outdone, got on a Zoom call and raised $1.3 million. These are black men that are advocates for Kamala Harris. We made it very clear that for a long time, sisters have held us down. Well, it's our time to do it for her, said Michael Blake, an organizer for the Black Men for Harris fundraiser. So that's when the rubber meets the road, when you can put some money on the table, because money talks. And this is a report from MSN. Donald Trump gets no black support in Michigan. Among the black voters surveyed, 82.1% supported Harris, 11.5% backed independent candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and none supported Trump. The poll surveyed 600 likely Michigan voters between July 22nd and 24th and has a margin of error of 4 percentage points. It is unclear how many black people were included in the sample, but it is likely to be fewer than 100 people given that black residents make up 14% of Michigan's population. Other polls have indicated that Trump's gain among black voters have eroded ever since Joe Biden quit the presidential race on Sunday and quickly endorsed Harris, who is of black and South Asian descent, to replace him at the top of the Democratic ticket. Another article said this poll was taken in Detroit, the blackest city in the country, and Donald Trump got zero support from black people, and that many black people have dumped Trump in support of Kamala Harris. So we shall see how all of this shakes out, but the black men who are for Trump stand tall and proud. And even if Trump doesn't win, he might, but he certainly might not at this point, but still be proud that you took a stand for the man that you thought was right and best for Black America. If you win, you win, and if you lose, you lose. That's how I see it. And when I figure out how this moderator situation works on YouTube, I'm going to ask some of y'all to be moderators, because I can't catch all of these nasty, unnecessary comments that some people are making. It's perfectly fine to disagree, but there is a way to disagree. Several times people have told me that I need to clean up the comment section because people are saying unnecessary things, and I may not get to the comments on that particular video. So I'm going to need some help with this. So as soon as I figure it out, I'll let you know. Okay, y'all? Thank you for your support. Thank you for listening. And as always, have a great day.